Good morning, everyone. Please let me know if my voice is audible and screen is visible. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes. Okay, let everyone join and then we can start. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Okay, you didn't share the Sol PPT yesterday, right? I didn't share the Sol PPT yesterday because when I, what you say, go back to it, okay, or I would say, when I minimize the PPT, okay, whatever is written on the PPT, it actually got, I mean, erased. Okay, so I'll not be able to send what is solved there. Okay, but I can send you the questions. Okay, but and I can send you the solutions for that. Okay, I can just write it somewhere else and send it. Okay, so I am making all this PPT in one PPT only. Like the first one was speed, distance, time. Okay, then it was time and work. Okay, then it was profit and loss. Then it was percentages. This is SICA. This is all in one PPT only. Today, once we complete the class, I will send the whole PPT to you. Okay, and solutions I will take little time and then send you, because whatever I write, it will get discarded. Okay. Um, what you say, yesterday I did it by mistake, but earlier it was automatically what you say, getting discarded. As yesterday I was doing that by mistake. Okay, so I will just send the solutions anyways, because I have to send it for everything. तो मैं पूरा करके भेजता हूँ. Let's see how it goes. All right, guys, so let's start the session. Okay, so SINCI will completely, what you say, in detail, we will learn how to solve these questions, because SINCI is one topic where where the questions can be very easy also, and where the questions can be very difficult also. So all the level of the questions is possible in SINCA. So we need to see this particular topic or understand this particular topic in detail. Okay, here the approach is very important, because if you are going by a formula method, it can actually take a lot of time, it will consume a lot of time. So how do we solve these questions without using the formula? Okay, and that is our main agenda of what you say, solving aptitude. Because if we are solving questions using formula, definitely it is of no use. Okay, aptitude देने का कोई मतलब ही नहीं है. Okay, so the main difference between academics, your academics and aptitude, okay, is that ki here we are not making use of formulas much, but even if we are making use of formulas, it is very very logical. हम लोग बहुत logically सोच समझ के कहाँ पे use करना है तभी हम लोग use करते हैं, हर एक question में हम लोग use नहीं करते. All right, so that is what is the most important thing here. Oh, यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? Okay, all right, fine guys. All right, so shall we start the session? Okay, we'll start the session. Okay. So when I talk about SI and CI, the questions for SI, what you say, seems to be very easy, क्योंकि हमें लगता है कि simple interest calculate करना तो easy है, because I have only one formula for simple interest, which is PTR by 100. Okay, PTR by 100. But when it comes to compound interest, difference we will see later. Okay, when it comes to compound interest, okay, the formula is little difficult. Okay, P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n minus p. This is a formula for compound interest, okay, which makes it a little tougher one. Okay, now if I say the rate of interest is 10 percentage, then what you said, 10 divided by 100 is 0.1. So 1 plus 1 0 0.1 is 1.1. Now here if it is 2 years, it is still fine, but if it is 3 years, thoda mushkil ho jayega. 1.1 whole power 3. Okay, and I am talking about 10%, but if it is 7 percentage, okay, 7 by 100 is 0.7. Oh, okay, sorry, 0.07, and 1 plus 0.07 is 1.07 whole power 3. That makes it a very difficult one, and then I have to multiply it with principal and then subtract the principal here, then I will get CI. उसके बाद मेरे को जो आता है वैल्यू आता है वो compound interest का आता है. That makes it a very difficult formula, especially for calculation. And as you know, for aptitude, generally calculators are not allowed. Calculators allowed नहीं होते for aptitude. Okay, paper and pen will be allowed, आपको solve करना पड़ेगा. Some of the exams like TCS, okay, जहाँ पे calculators allowed होते हैं, okay, where the calculators are actually allowed on the portal itself, आप लोग top right में जाके use कर सकते हो. But those what you say companies are very less, okay, जो करते हैं. I would say just 1% of the companies allow calculators. Otherwise 99 percentage you need to believe in your own approach. ऑलराइट, सो लेट्स सी हाउ इट गोस फॉर अस. सो जब हम लोग ये फॉर्मूला यूज कर रहे हैं पीटीआर बाय 100, ओके, तो हमें ऑब्वियसली वी वुड फील दैट दिस इज इजी, okay, and these questions are difficult, okay, but in reality, because these concepts are actually easy, ये जो questions देते हैं ना, ये बहुत calculate, ओके, ये बहुत कैलकुलेटिव क्वेश्चंस बनाते हैं. ओके, दीज क्वेश्चंस आर एक्चुअली टफ टू सॉल्व, लेकिन इफ यू आर यूजिंग अवर लॉजिक, ओके, अगर हम अपना लॉजिक यूज कर रहे हैं, दीज क्वेश्चंस आर मच इजियर देन दीज क्वेश्चंस. ओके, सो द लेवल ऑफ दीज क्वेश्चंस विच आर गिवन आर एक्चुअली लिटिल इजी compared to this. Okay, इसको compare करके level of the questions which are given in the exam are easy, and upon that when we are using our logic, these questions become easy. So I would say कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट में आप 100% ऑफ द मार्क्स स्कोर कर सकते हो, गिवन दैट यू शुड नो द कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड यू शुड हैव लिटिल बिट ऑफ पेशेंस. ओके, थोड़ा बहुत पेशेंस रहना आपको चाहिए, देन वी कैन सॉल्व इट. ओके, सो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फॉर्मूला इज पीटीआर बाय 100. देयर इज नथिंग आई नीड टू टेल. ओके, बहुत कुछ ज्यादा कुछ बोलने का जरूरत नहीं है. ओनली थिंग विच आई वुड टेल इज, लेट्स से principal is 5,000 rupees. Okay, let's say principal is 5,000 rupees and rate of interest is 7 percentage and number of years are equal to 3 years. Okay, so if they are asking you what is the interest, so don't put interest is equal to PTR by 100 and then put it as 5,000 into 7 into 3 divide by 100. Okay, and then you just cut this one and then 50 into 7 into 3. Okay, 21 into 5 105. ओके जीरो ये हमारा इंटरेस्ट है आप ये मत करो ओके बिकॉज इन दिस प्रोसेस you are wasting lot of time. Okay, wherever you can feel that you can cut down your what you say टाइम आप अपना टाइम कट डाउन कर सकते हो ओके देयर यू ट्राई टू कट इट डाउन ऑलराइट सो व्हाट डू यू अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम what you say interest is sorry simple interest is for 1 year if it is 7 percentage. Okay, for 1 year if it is 7 percentage, for 3 years it is 21 percentage, correct? Okay, for 3 years it is 21 percentage. And what is 21 percentage of this? 21 percentage of this will be equal to ये दोनों जीरो कैंसिल हो जाएगा बिकॉज बाई 100 हो जाएगा 21 इंटू 5 1050. ये मैं डायरेक्टली एक स्टेप में डालने वाला क्वेश्चन. This is a question where I can put it in one step only. Okay, sometimes if I have to use the formula, write the formula and all, it is fine. But then when I already know that this is what is happening, where for 1 year it is 7%, for 3 years it will be 21 percentage, I just have to find out 21 percentage of this. So I can just multiply 21 with 50 and I will get the answer. Okay, so that is uh, I mean, वो थोड़ा हम लोगों को माइंड यूज करना पड़ेगा. All right, next one. We'll start with the questions. Okay, we'll start with some of the simple interest questions. Let's see. Even though we feel that these questions are very easy and all, हमें थोड़ा बहुत solve तो करना पड़ेगा. Okay, solve the first question, guys. This question. Try to give the answers for this one. A sum fetched a total simple interest of rupees 4016.25 at the rate of 9% per annum in 5 years. What is the sum? Okay, principal is what they want. Okay, if you can directly put the formula, it is best. Okay, if you can directly put the formula, ये best है. अगर आप नहीं डाल सकते हो simple interest का formula डाल के अगर आपको आता है तो आप try कर okay to directly put the formula. See here when they are asking you the sum. Okay, what is the sum? Sum का मतलब होता है principal. Okay, principal, right? So when they are asking you directly the sum का formula जो होगा वो होगा interest into 100 divided by this one. Okay, time into r. ये आप लोग directly डाल सकते हो तो directly put that one. Okay, because you are wasting lot of time here, right? On putting this formula again substituting here. Okay, तो directly अगर आप डाल सकते हो तो that will be the best one. So sum will be equal to principal would be equal to here. This will get multiplied with 100, which is 401625. Okay, divided by 9 into 5. Okay, 9 into 5. Either I can do 9 into 5 45 or write it as 9 into 5. I will do it individually क्योंकि ये 5 से यहाँ पे कट होने के लिए दिख रहा है मेरे को easily. Okay, that's why I will keep it like this. Okay, so this goes 8 times 0, 3 times. Okay, 1 2, 2 times and 5 divide by 9. This goes how many times? 9 8s are 72, 8 3 9 9s are 81, 2 2 2s are 18, 4 5 5. So this should be my answer 8925. Okay, so the question is easy only. Okay, it's a very easy question. I just have to modify my formula, but how well or how fast I can do it is important because it's a easy question. I shouldn't be taking more than 20 seconds here. मेरे को यहाँ पे 20 seconds से ज़्यादा नहीं लेना चाहिए. But if I put this one here and then substitute the respective values and then write it in terms of P, okay, उसमें हम लोग बहुत time waste करते हैं. Okay, that is what I'm trying to tell you here. So my approach should be, if I want the sum, okay, when I want the principal, okay, if I want the sum, or or if I want the time, okay, or if I want, what you say, और क्या रहता है, rate of interest, whatever I want, okay, मेरे को जो भी चाहिए, this interest will get multiplied with 100. So this point will go divide by, if I want sum, okay, it should be divided by time into rate. If I want time, it will be divided by sum into rate. If I want rate, it will be equal to this into this. Okay, तो ये मेरे को डायरेक्टली अगर डालना आ गया, so I would be not wasting much time in these things. Okay, I hope you guys understood this one. All right, so 401625 divided by 9 into 5. Okay, this should give me the answer. All right, so I hope you guys understood it. Let's try to solve the next question. Interest दिया तो easy है. Okay, I can see if they are asking you interest, no problem. See, if they are asking you interest, what I am doing, what I told you to do, when principal is given, okay, let's say some x value, okay, time is given, let's say 3 years, and rate of interest is given, let's say 14 percentage. What I will do is, when interest is asked, 14 into 3, 42 percentage, I will just find what is 43%, 42 percentage of this, and that will be my answer. Okay, but if they are asking you principal, interest into 100 divided by time into rate. If they are asking you time, interest into 100 divided by principal into rate. Okay, rate अगर पूछ रहे हैं, interest into 100 divided by principal into time. Okay, that is what you can do. तो यहाँ पर भी आप हो सके तो ट्राई करो इसको. You can just try to do this one. How much time will it take for an amount of rupees 4500 to yield 81 as an interest, okay, at 4.5 percentage per annum of simple interest? तो यहाँ पे अमाउंट दे दिया है, ओके, विच इज प्रिंसिपल हियर, इंटरेस्ट दे दिया है, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट भी दिया है, व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग, टाइम, टाइम इज व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग. Yesterday also you asked this. Will this kind of questions come with options or without options? They will come with options. Definitely they will come with options only. मैं ज़्यादातर options नहीं देता हूँ because students will play KBC with me. Okay, वो option A, option B बोलेंगे तो I want them to solve. Okay, मैं उनको solve करने के लिए चाहता हूँ. That's why I will not give the options much. But wherever option is required, I will give the option. Okay, wherever you have to solve that question by using option verification also. Otherwise, that question will be difficult. In that case, I will give the option also. Okay, so in the exam, definitely option will be there. Okay, filling the blanks वाले exams नहीं रहते हैं. Aptitude में तो होता नहीं है. So don't worry about it. Okay, but when I am sharing it with you, okay, I will give the options and only share. How much time will it take for an amount of rupees 4500 to yield rupees 81 as an interest at 4.5% per annum of simple interest? So time will be equal to, okay, formula लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है, interest, okay, 81 will be multiplied with 100, okay, divided by the sum, which is 450, into rate of interest, which is 4.5. That's it. Okay, now here this might look little tricky. Okay, लेकिन ज़्यादा आपको कुछ सोचने का ज़रूरत नहीं है. 9 से ये 5 टाइम्स जाएगा, दिस विल गो 5 टाइम्स विथ 9, ओके, एंड दिस विल गो 90 टाइम्स, करेक्ट? ओके, हाँ, इनफैक्ट वो 45 से भी डायरेक्टली चले जाता. नाउ दिस इज 18, ओके, एंड 18 डिवाइडेड बाय 4.5 विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच? 4 years. right? That's it. Okay, but imagine if I was doing this question, okay, in this way, देन मेरे को पहली बात तो लिखना पड़ता कि इंटरेस्ट इज इक्वल टू पीटीआर बाय 100. ओके, उसके बाद व्हाट आई वुड हैव रिटन, आई वुड हैव सीन कि इंटरेस्ट क्या है विच इज इक्वल टू 450 इज इक्वल टू, सॉरी इंटरेस्ट क्या है 81 इज इक्वल टू 450 इनटू, ओके, टाइम कितना दिया है नहीं दिया है, सो 4.5 डिवाइडेड बाय 100. उसके बाद मेरे को लिखना पड़ता x इज इक्वल टू 8100 डिवाइडेड बाय 450 इंटू 4.5. तो ये सब मेरे को लिखना पड़ता. ओके, अदरवाइज आई वुड हैव डायरेक्टली रिटन दिस. Okay, that's what I am trying to tell you guys. So guys, let me know if you are able to understand. Are you guys able to understand? Okay, आप सभी को समझ में आ रहा है? I appreciate you guys for what you say joining on Sunday also. Okay. See, I'll tell you one thing. People who are joining today and what you say learning these things, आप लोग ये नहीं सोचे कि आज संडे है मैं क्यों करूँ. Okay. This will be the difference between you getting a good package and people who are not able to get the job. Okay, this will be the difference. Okay, I hope that everybody get the job. ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको ना आए. Everybody, whether they join or not, everybody should get the job. But this will be the difference. Okay, you putting that extra effort. Okay, हमेशा वो आपको काम आएगा. So be happy. Okay, be motivated always. कि what you say, you doing that extra effort, giving that extra effort will definitely help you guys. All right. Okay, next one, guys. Next one, please. A sum of money at simple interest amounts to rupees 815 in 3 years and rupees 854 in 4 years. The sum is how much? How much is the sum? Can we use calculator? Actually, you shouldn't be using calculator. Okay. Because most of the companies or exams they don't allow calculators. कहीं पर भी allow नहीं करते. What you say, as of now, if I remember, what you say, the bulk hiring companies I am talking about. Okay, the bulk hiring company is only one company, which is TCS. Only that allows calculator because the questions are very calculative. They are in points only. Every question is in point, and that too up to 2 digits. Okay, answer will be 76.74. Okay, something like that. And इसीलिए उसको calculator चाहिए. But then normally calculator allowed nahi. Okay, that will ruin your efficiency. So never use calculator. थोड़ा late हुए तो भी you just try to uh, calculate it, but either by using pen and paper or orally. I would always suggest the students that when you are practicing, ट्राई टू सॉल्व इट ओरली. आप जितना हो सके उतना ओरली उसको ट्राई करने सॉल्व करने के लिए ट्राई करो, एंड दैट विल गिव यू द बेस्ट रिजल्ट्स. एक महीने के बाद देखो हाउ गुड यू आर इन कैलकुलेशंस. ऑलराइट. A sum of money at some simple interest amounts to rupees 815 in 3 years and to rupees 854 in 4 years. Okay, not only in placements. If you go for what you say writing any competitive exam, bank exams, cat हो गया, what you say, I basically higher studies. Okay, किसी के लिए भी आप लिखोगे calculators are not allowed only, but what you say to go abroad. Okay, GMAT and GRE, their calculators are allowed. Okay, GRE and GMAT calculators वहाँ पे allow करते हैं. Alright, so don't bother about calculators. Calculators के बिना करने के लिए try करो. Okay, sum of money at simple interest amounts to rupees 815 in 3 years and 854 in 4 years. Interest amounts to rupees 815 in 3 years. Okay, sum of money at simple interest, at some simple interest, it amounts to 815. Okay, amounts to 815 is finally it is becoming 815. That means in 3 years, this principal was added to the 3 years interest. Okay, okay, the principal is added to 3 years interest, and finally that amount is becoming how much? 815. It seems finally that amount is becoming 815. A sum of money, a principal, okay, at some interest, principal along with some interest is amounting to, is totally becoming 815. Okay, so what will be the equation for this? It will be the principal plus 3 years interest, right? It will be 3 years interest. Okay, ना वन मोर थिंग, मैंने ये थोड़ा बहुत गलती कर दिया है यहाँ पे, बिकॉज आई हैव टू टेल यू कि सिंपल इंटरेस्ट वर्कआउट एक्चुअली कैसे होता है. ओके, एंड आई हैव टू टेल यू द डिफरेंस ऑफ कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. ओके, सो हियर आई मे बी आई assumed that everybody would know it. पता तो होगा, but still I have to tell you guys, right? See, let's say if what you say, principal is 5,000 rupees. If principal is 5,000 rupees and interest for the first year is 250 rupees, that means interest for the second year is also 250 rupees, and that happens in simple interest. Okay, and interest for the third year is also 250 rupees, correct? Okay, and that happens in simple interest. Okay, तो आपका simple interest ऐसे काम करता है. But when it comes to compound interest, if principal is 5,000 rupees and first year if you are getting the interest as 250, that means for the second year the principal is no longer 5,000. Now the principal is 5,000 plus 250, which is 5,250. Now my interest will not be calculated on 5,000. My interest will be calculated on 5,250. So I will get the increased interest than 250. उससे ज़्यादा आपको अभी interest मिलेगा, and that is what happens in compound interest. That's why every year the interest will be different. In fact, it is increasing when it comes to compound interest, but when it comes to simple interest, the interest remains constant. Interest हमेशा उतना ही रहता है. Okay, so that is the concept which I have to understand when I am solving uh, this questions. Okay, so principal plus 3 years of interest is equal to 815. Okay, and in 4 years how much that amount is becoming? Principal plus 4 years of interest is equal to how much? 854. now in दोनों में क्या difference है? Okay, in दोनों में क्या difference है? This and this will get cut. 4 interest minus 3 interest is equal to how much? 854 minus 815, which is 39. So here I understand, okay, that interest is 39 rupees for 1 year. Okay, for 1 year it is 39 rupees. Now this one, this interest, you can substitute it anywhere and get the principal. आप इसको कहीं पर भी substitute करो और आपको principal मिल जाएगा. Okay, let me substitute it here. Okay, so this will become 117. Okay, so this will become 117. कितना हो जाएगा? प्रिंसिपल विल बी इक्वल टू 698 हो जाएगा. ओके, प्रिंसिपल विल बी 698. ऑलराइट, नाउ व्हाट आई नीड टू फाइंड आउट, व्हाट इज द सम? Okay, I got the sum is equal to 698. Sum is equal to 698. That is what is done here. Okay, sometimes they can what you say, ask what is the rate of interest. Okay, वो लोग rate of interest भी पूछ लेंगे. Now that can become a little difficult question, लेकिन difficulty कुछ नहीं है. You know that for 1 year, okay, if you are considering 1 year, 1 year का interest कितना है? 39 है. ओके, 1 year का इंटरेस्ट कितना है? 39 है. इफ यू आर कंसिडरिंग फॉर 3 years, इंटरेस्ट कितना है? 117 है. इफ यू आर कंसिडरिंग फॉर 4 years, इंटरेस्ट कितना हो जाएगा? 156 हो जाएगा, राइट? ओके, सो यू नो व्हाट इज द इंटरेस्ट, you know what is the principal. Okay, and if you are considering 39, that means it is for 1 year. You know the time also. Okay, so I can say interest is equal to PTR by 100. Okay, in this case I am writing because इसमें आप confuse नहीं होना है. Okay, now interest is equal to 39 is equal to, for 1 year I am taking, okay, 39 is equal to principal, which is 698, which I found out 698, time will be equal to 1 year, because Interest, if I'm taking 39, that means for 1 year only. If I take interest as 117, that means for 3 years. Okay. And rate of interest is what I need to find out, divide by 100. Okay. So this will be, rate of interest will be equal to uh, 3900 divided by 698. ओके, ये आपका रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट हो जाएगा. इसको आप थोड़ा कैलकुलेट करके देखो. ओके, सो आई हैव जस्ट रैंडमली टेकन इट एज व्हाट यू से, आई एम रैंडमली एक्सटेंडिंग द क्वेश्चन. ओके, शायद इसका परफेक्ट आंसर तो नहीं आएगा. ओके, यू विल गेट इट इन पॉइंट्स, बट देन दिस इज द कॉन्सेप्ट. ऑलराइट, दिस शुड बी द कॉन्सेप्ट. Okay, I've just extended this question, that's it. So what is the answer for this question? The answer for this question is 698, which is the sum. All right. Okay, let's go for the next question then. Let's go for the next question. Mr. Thomas invested an amount of rupees 13,900 divided in two different schemes A and B at the simple rate of 14% per annum and 11% per annum respectively. If the total amount of simple interest earned in 2 years be 3,508, what was the amount invested in scheme B? Okay, this one you take it as homework. I will tell you what to do. Okay, मैं आपको बताऊंगा कि करना क्या है. But then this one you just take it as homework and answer it in the comment section, guys. Okay, when I tell you to answer in the comment section, please try to do it, guys. Okay, now I will tell you what to do. Mr. Thomas invested an amount of rupees 13,900 divided in two schemes. Okay, A and B. So totally he invested 13,900 in two schemes at simple interest at rate of 14% per annum and 11% per annum respectively. Okay, if total amount of simple interest earned in 2 years be what you say 3,508. Okay, so both of them are invested for 2 years and the total interest earned is equal to 3,508. Then what was the amount invested in scheme B? That is what we need to find. So here I can say on the first scheme, okay, the interest is equal to PTR by 100, P1 T1 R1 by 100. Okay, and in the second scheme it will be equal to P2 T2 and R2 divided by 100. Okay, and I can say the total rate of interest. Okay, or I would say rate of interest, nahi, total interest is equal to 3508. Okay, the amount, total amount is equal to 3508. Okay, now principal I don't know. Okay, I will take it as X here. I don't know, I will take it as X. Now I will take scheme B as X. Why I will take scheme B as X is because they have asked for scheme B. Okay, if I take that as X, finally when I am getting the X value, finally when I get the X value, I will not be confused. अदरवाइज अगर मैंने यहाँ पे x ले लिया, यहाँ पे x लिया, okay, and by chance this is also there in the option, you will put that as the answer. Okay, that's why whatever they are asking, that I will take it as x. Okay, so x time is equal to 2 years, that is told, and rate of interest for the second one is 11 percentage divided by 100. Okay, now if this is x and total is 13,900, that means this one is 13,900 x minus x. Time is 2 years and rate of interest is 14 percentage. Okay, divide by 100, and this should be equal to 3,508. Okay, solve this equation and then give the answer in the comment section, and that is your ये आपका होमवर्क है. ओके, आप बाद में करोगे, अभी करोगे, ये आपका मर्जी है. ऑलराइट, लेट्स सी. So I'll go for the next question. I hope you guys have taken down this one. All right. So next one, guys. If the rate of simple interest is 100%, then in how many years will the amount become 32 times of itself? Okay. See, let's say if I'm investing 100 rupees, okay, this amount has to become 3100. This amount has to, sorry, okay, okay, one second. All right, guys. All right. So if amount has to become 32 times of itself, okay, that means 100 to already invested. Okay, 100 is already invested. If the amount has to become 3200, I need not increase it by 3200. Okay, I have to increase it by 3100 because 100 was already invested. Okay, so one time was already interested. If it is becoming 32 times, okay, it has to increase by 31 times. Okay, now every year it will increase by 100 percentage. That means 100 increase hoga. So how many years it will take? It will take a total of 31 years. It will take a total of 31 years. Okay, all right. I hope you guys understood this one. Next one. Can you guys tell me uh, what if this is compound interest? If it is compound interest instead of simple interest, if the rate of compound interest is 100%, then in how many years will the amount become 32 times of itself? How many years will it become? 32 times of itself. Very good. Somebody gave the answer as 31. Very nice. Compound interest का भी एक बार try कीजिए. 16 16 years. Okay. Okay. और एक बार try कीजिए. Yes, 5 I think should be the right one. 5 should be the right one. Yes, 5 should be the right one. See, if I invest 100, okay, after 1 year it will become 200 because it is a compound interest. Now my principal is not 100. Now my principal is 200. After second year, it will become 400. Okay. After third year, it will become 800. After fourth year, it will become 1600. And after fifth year, it will become 3200. Okay. And that is a power of compounding. Okay. Compounding ka wo power hai. All right. That's why when they say when you are investing in stocks and all, जब आप stock में invest करते हो and when you are keeping it for long term, let's say 20 years, okay, तो यू विल नॉट बिलीव हाउ मच मनी यू आर गेटिंग. इतना पैसा आपको मिल रहा है, आप बिलीव ही नहीं कर पाओगे कि उतना पैसा मिल रहा है. बट दैट इज अ पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग बिकॉज फर्स्ट ईयर व्हेन यू आर मेकिंग इट, लेट्स से let's say 15 percentage, okay, it will become 115%, which looks very modest, मतलब बहुत कम दिखेगा आपको, okay. But next time when you are getting 15 percentage of what you say, uh, 50 115, and it is becoming almost like 133 percentage or something like that, okay. अभी ये 133 परसेंटेज बन गया. नेक्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू आर गेटिंग 15 परसेंटेज ऑफ इट, ओके, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस इट विल बिकम अराउंड 150 परसेंटेज, ओके. आफ्टर 5 years, okay, after 5 years or 4.5 years, what will happen, your amount became 200, okay. Now in 4.5 years, if it became 200, in 9 years it will become 400. That means 4 times. 9 years में 4 times हो गया. 13.5 years में this will become 8 times. Okay, 8 times. And in another, what you say, 4.5 years, let's say 18 years may, this will becoming 16 times. Okay, that means let's say you have invested some 50 lakh rupees. Okay, आपके पास 50 लाख थे, आपने invest किया, and after 18 years when you are seeing it, आपको ये दिख रहा है कि ये 8 crores हो गया है, and by chance you keep it for another 4.5 years. Okay, matlab 22.5 years. That means this 8 crores are becoming 16 crores, right? तो समझ में ही नहीं आएगा कि ऐसा कैसे बढ़ रहा है, ओके, हाउ इज इट इंक्रीजिंग दैट वे. एंड दैट इज द पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग, ओके. वो कॉन्सेप्ट बहुत व्हाट इज ए मैजिकल कॉन्सेप्ट है. ऑलराइट, नेक्स्ट वन. ऑलराइट, सो फ्रॉम हियर लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. ओके, मैं आपको कॉन्सेप्ट बताऊंगा इसका. आई विल टेल यू हाउ दिस कंपाउंडिंग वर्क्स, हाउ टू डू दिस क्वेश्चंस, बेसिक क्वेश्चंस कैसा करना पड़ेगा, हाउ टू सॉल्व द बेसिक क्वेश्चंस, हाउ टू सॉल्व द डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चंस by using the logic and without using the formula. All right, when it comes to compound interest, nowhere we will use the formulas. Simple interest में हम फिर भी formula use कर रहे हैं, okay, we are using the formula. But then when it comes to compound interest, we will never use the formula. All right. Okay, so let's see, guys. Let's try to solve the first question. One second, guys, I'm very sorry. Okay, let's see this question. Will not waste much time. I'll tell you what to do. So if I have to generally do this question, I have to say that what is how much amount will Albert get on maturity on the fixed deposit. Okay, so if I want to find out the interest, what I would do is I will put the formula P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n minus P. Okay, so basically what is happening is uh, हम लोग यहाँ पे थोड़ा बहुत डिफिकल्टी फेस करेंगे बिकॉज ऑफ दिस वन, राइट? ओके, तो हम लोग ये नहीं करेंगे. आई विल टेल यू टू मेथड्स ऑफ सॉल्विंग दिस क्वेश्चन अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस फॉर्मूला मेथड. इफ यू फील फॉर्मूला मेथड इज कंफर्टेबल फॉर यू, you can definitely do it. Now I will say 8,000 is the principal, okay, and 5 percentage is the rate of interest. Now 10 percentage of this is equal to how much? 800. Then 5 percentage is equal to 400. So after first year, the first year interest which I got is 400, and this interest will be added to the principal, and now the principal is 4,800. Now second year what will happen is I will get 5 percentage of this one, where 10 percentage is 840 and 5 percentage will be equal to 420. Okay, and now my total amount, okay, this is the interest for the first year, this is the interest for the second year. If they are asking me what is the total interest in this process, I will say the total interest in this process is 820. But here the question is how much amount will Albert get on maturity? How much he will get? He will get 8,820. Okay, and that should be the answer. Answer is 8,820. All right. तो ये आप एक method use कर सकते हो. This is one method which you can use. Okay. Now let's say they have asked for third year also. Okay. Let's say they have asked for third year also. Now the principal is 8,820 because interest got added. Now in the third year, the interest will be, now 10 percentage of this is 882. 5 percentage will be equal to 441, which is equal to 1, 6, 2 and 9. Okay, 9261. That should be the answer, right? So ये तो easy है. Okay, for what you say, here it is easy. Okay, here it is easy because what you say, the it is given in zeros. Okay, 8,000 ek, what you say, um, एक very easy number है. Okay, that's why I feel that it is easy. In fact, 5 percentage is still easy. If it was 7 percentage, it could have been a little difficult. Okay, because it is 5 percentage, I said 10 percentage is this and 5 percentage is half of it. Okay, that's why I was able to do it very easily. But whatever it is, okay, the concept is this one only. So what is the other method in which I can do it? What I will do is 8,000 is the principal. Okay, लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. Just to make you understand, I am writing it. 8,000 is the principal. Rate of interest is 5 percentage. Okay, 5 percentage. Rate of interest is 5 percentage. Now on the first year, okay, I will find out what is 5 percentage of this, which is equal to 400. Okay, second year what will happen is second year also I will find out what is 5 percentage of this, which is 400, plus the interest which I got here. On this also now I will get the interest because this will get added to the principal. Okay, so what I will do is I will find 5 percentage of this. 10 percentage of this is 40, 5 percentage of this is 20. Okay, so for 2 years my interest is how much? 820. If they want the amount, add 8,000 with 820 and my answer is 8,820. Now this one is a very effective method when I have to go to the third year also, because third year, okay, generally if I'm going with this method, third year बहुत difficult हो जाता है because of our question which is 8,000. It made it easy, but generally it will be little tough. Okay, so third year if I want to find out 5 percentage of this, which is 400, plus 5 percentage of this one, which is 20, 5 percentage of this interest, because this will also get added, no, which is 20, and 5 percentage of this. 10 percentage of this is 2 and 5 percentage of this is 1. Okay, so now my interest is totally equal to how much? 441. Here it is 420 and here it is 400. This is the total interest for 3 years. When this get added to the amount, it will be the total amount, right? So this is how I am supposed to solve this particular question. All right, so let's see another question. If we are comfortable with this, let's try to solve this question. All right, ये आप लोग solve करने के लिए try करो. You just try to solve it and give the answer for this one, guys. What will be the compound interest on the sum of rupees 25,000 after 3 years at the rate of 12 percentage per annum? 12 percentage per annum. All right, so let's try to do it. Now, one method which I can do it is 12,000 I'll take it. Sorry, 25,000 I'll take it. Okay. Now, 10 percentage of this, because I want 12 percentage, right? So 10 percentage of this is equal to 2500. Okay. 1 percentage is 250. So 2 percentage is 500. Overall 12 percentage will be equal to 3000. So 3000 will be added. And now after first year, it is 2800, 28,000. Okay. Next year 10 percentage is 2800. Okay. 1 percentage is 250, 280, sorry. So 2 percentage will be equal to 560. 560. So this becomes 0633. Okay. So this is 3360. Okay. Now it became 31 300 and 31,360. Okay. Now once it became 31,360, now I'll find out what is 10 percentage of this. 10 percentage of this will be equal to 3136. Correct. Okay. Now 1 percentage will be equal to how much? 313.6. Okay. 1 percentage will be equal to 313.6. Now 2 percentage will be equal to 627.2. 627.2. Okay. So overall 2.3673. This will be added. So I can say 3763.2, 232,153. This should be the answer. आंसर है अपने पास. Okay. Did we do any mistake here? 25,000 only, no? 25,000, 3 years at. Okay, what is a compound interest basically? Okay, sorry. Huh? What is the compound interest asked? They have asked. They have not asked what is the total amount. Okay, out of 35,123. Okay, how much they invested? 25,000 is what was invested. Correct. 25,000 was invested. So I can say the remaining 10,123.2 should be the answer. Yes, very nice. Some of you have done it. Very good. C should be the answer here. All right. So I hope everybody of you got this one. Now, if you are using the formula here, okay, तब तो बहुत बेकार हो जाएगा. It will not be of any use. I'll tell you one another method of solving this one. Okay, मैं आपको और एक method बताता हूँ इसको solve करने के लिए जो हम लोगों ने already discuss किया है. Okay, so I would say 25,000 is the principal. लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, you can directly do it. 12 percentage is rate of interest. First year it will be 12 percentage of this, which is 3000. Correct. Second year it will be 3000 only, plus plus 12 percentage of this one. 10 percentage is 300. Okay. 1 percentage is 30. 2 percentage is 60. 300 plus 60, 60, 360. Third year क्या हो जाएगा? Third year it will be 12 percentage of this, which is 3000, plus 12 percentage of this 360. We have already calculated 12 percentage of this, which is 360, and 12 percentage of this, where 10 percentage is 36. Okay, 1 percentage is 3.6 and 2 percentage will be equal to 7.2. It will be totally equal to 43.2. Okay, so overall kitna ho jayega? Overall it will be equal to 9,000. 9,000, 360, 360, 360 will be equal to how much? 1,080, 1,080 and 43.2, which is 2, 3, 2, 1, 1 0 10 10,123.2. Okay, for me I feel this is a easy one. Okay, मेरे लिए तो लगता है ये easy है. Only problem is यहाँ पे मैं बहुत ज़्यादा लिख रहा हूँ. Okay, so for this I have a what you say solution. See, when it comes to 3 years, okay, मेरे को ये मालूम है I have to find 12 percentage of this, which is 3,000, and it will be multiplied 3 times. Okay, so when I get this question directly, what I will do is I'll find out 12 percentage of this, which is 3,000. 3,000 को मैं 3 times मल्टीप्लाई करेगा प्लस प्लस आई विल फाइंड 12 परसेंटेज ऑफ दिस. 12 परसेंटेज ऑफ दिस इज 360. इसको भी मैं 3 times मल्टीप्लाई करेगा बिकॉज 1 2 and 3 times प्लस. For this one I'll find out what is 12 percentage and I will say this is 43.2. Now what will happen if I do this? What will happen is I am avoiding all this unnecessary writing. ये पूरा unnecessary writing में निकाल के ये last step में आ जाएगा directly. I will directly come to this last. That is the thing. Okay. एक question को जितना हो सके उतना आपको break करना आना चाहिए. Break करना नहीं, merge करना आना चाहिए. The solution has to be merged. Okay. That is a way of solving aptitude, because if you are taking more time in writing, you are wasting your 60-70 percentage of the time there only. Okay, 30% ही आप solve कर रहे हो, 70% you are writing only. Okay, so if you can avoid all these things, instead of taking 1 minute, now you would take only 20-25 seconds. So that is the beauty of these methods. All right, so let's go for the next question. Let's see if you guys can solve this one. The effective annual rate of interest corresponding to nominal rate of 6 percentage per annum payable half yearly is payable half yearly is. So whenever they are saying payable half yearly is, that means it is a compound interest. Okay, यहाँ पे compound interest बोल के देने का जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, they need not give you that. It is compound interest. So if they are saying that the nominal rate is 6% per annum, but it is payable half year. Okay, that means every half year if it is getting paid. Okay, so क्या फर्क पड़ेगा if it is yearly, एक year के बाद ही दो ना. Okay, give it after 1 year only. Why you are giving it half yearly only? That means if you are paying it half year only, after half year again the interest is getting calculated on the remaining amount. Let's say on 10,000 rupees, okay, if I'm getting 6 percentage, okay, that means 6 percentage, okay, which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 60 rupees. Okay, and that is for year. Now what they are doing is they are paying it half yearly only. So yearly if it is 60, half yearly it will be 30. Now if they are paying it half yearly only, so in your bank account now it is 1030. Correct. Okay, now the next half year the interest which is calculated, that will not be calculated on 1000. Now that will be calculated in 1030. Okay, that means this is a concept of compound interest. So whenever they are doing something like this, okay, payable half yearly, payable quarterly, ऐसे जब आप लोग को बोलते हैं, or if it is payable yearly also, if every year they are putting the amount in your account, okay, interest in your account, that means now your amount became more. तो नेक्स्ट टाइम नेक्स्ट ईयर जब आपको इंटरेस्ट मिलेगा, नेक्स्ट ईयर व्हेन यू गेट द इंटरेस्ट, यू विल गेट ऑन द टोटल अकाउंट और द अमाउंट व्हिच यू हैव इन योर अकाउंट, राइट? सो दैट इज इनडायरेक्टली इक्वल टू कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. सो इसको देख के कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, ये सिंपल है कि कंपाउंडेड, दिस इज ऑलवेज अ कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट. ओके, सो जस्ट ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन. ओके, यहाँ तक तो मैंने बता दिया. नाउ यू जस्ट ट्राई टू डू व्हाट इज effective annual rate. Okay, but if the nominal rate of interest is 6 percentage and it is payable half yearly, then what will be the effective, what you say, annual rate? That's what you need to find out. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me solve this one. So what I will do is I will take 100. Okay, I will just take 100. Okay, and rate of interest is 6 percentage yearly. If it is 6 percentage and if they want to pay it half yearly, now half year rate will be equal to 3 percentage. Okay, for 6 months, correct? Okay, if they are paying half yearly, now my rate will no longer be equal to 6 percentage. For 1 year, it is 6 percentage. But if I'm giving or paying the money half yearly, now my rate of interest will become 3 percentage. Okay, now what will happen after first half year? After first half year, upon 100, I will get 3 percentage, which is equal to 3. Okay, now second half year, I will get 3 plus 3 percentage of this 3 also. 3 percentage of this 3 also. Okay, what is 3 percentage of this 3? 3 percentage of this 3 is 0.09. 0.09. Correct. Okay, now what will this become? This will be totally my total interest will be equal to 3 plus 3 plus 0.09, which is equal to 6.09. That means my effective rate of interest, okay, is 6.09 percentage instead of 6% here. Why this has happened? It has happened because it is payable half yearly. If they were paying it yearly only, I would have got just 6 percentage. Okay, मेरे को सिर्फ एक 6 percentage मिलता. Okay, but because what they have done is that 3 percentage they have paid half yearly only. Okay, now my amount became 103, and next time when I got 3 percentage of the other half, amount is calculated on 103. That's why it became 6.09. That's why it became 6.09. Okay, I hope everybody of you got this one. All right, 6.009 आएगा क्या? Okay. Um, see, 10 percentage of 3 is how much? 10 percentage of 3 is 0.3, correct? 10 percentage of 3 is 0.3. 1 percentage of 3 is 10 percentage of 3 is equal to 0.3. 1 percentage is 0.03, correct? So 3 percentage will be equal to 0.09. Na? Okay, it is 0.09. 0.0099 आएगा. Okay, तो वो एक करेक्शन करिए आप. Next one, guys. All right, so this is an important. You can use AB method. Actually, you can use AB method also. Yeah, you can use that method, which is A plus B plus AB by 100. AB by 100. अगर आप use कर रहे हो 3 plus 3 plus 3 into 3 by 100. Okay, 9 by 100 is 0.09, right? So 6 plus 0.09 will be equal to 6.09 effective. Yeah, because here the concept here is it is increasing by 3 percentage and further it is increasing by 3 percentage. So आप ये concept यहाँ पे use कर सकते हो. Very nice actually. All right, very good. Okay, next one. At what rate of compound interest per annum will a sum of rupees 1200 become 13,000 1348.32 in 2 years? Okay, this is a very important concept. Okay, अभी compound interest में और important concepts है. Okay, whatever we have seen is a very basic questions. Okay, there are many important concepts in what you say compound interest that are still left out. All right. Okay, so don't lose your motivation here. Okay, so just try to concentrate. All right, so 1200 becomes 1348.32 in 2 years. Now how to solve this kind of question? Now here one option I have is to go for the formula p into 1 plus r by 100 whole power n minus p. लेकिन यहाँ पे एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पूछा है Okay, at what rate of interest? ये rate of interest पूछा है, number of years is already given, okay, and principal is also given. Because 1200 becomes this much, that means this was the principal. After increase it became this much, right? Now from this I can find that, or I can estimate that the interest is 148.32. That extra amount, why it happened? Okay, why that extra amount is there? That is because of the interest. So how you will do these questions is, see, for 2 years, if this is the interest, for 1 year, the interest will almost be equal to 74.16, half of it. Correct? Okay. Let me just prove you this. Let's say principal is 1000. Okay. And rate of interest is 10 percentage. Okay. And let's say principal is 1000 and the rate of interest is 10 percentage. Okay. Now, uh, first year, 10 percentage of this will be equal to how much? 100. First year. Okay. Second year, it will be 100 plus 10 percentage of 100, which is 10. Correct. Now for 2 years together, for 2 years together, the rate, the interest is 205. For 2 years together, the interest is 205. Now for 1 year, if I want, okay, अगर मेरे को एक साल का चाहिए, if I want the interest for 1 year, I can just divide it by 2 and say 102.5. Okay, my first year interest will be close to this but less than this. Okay, ये इसका close रहेगा लेकिन इससे कम रहेगा. So in this case also, in every case you can do this, guys. Okay, ये आप हर एक जगह कर सकते हो. Okay, now what you will do is, if this is the interest for 2 years, for 1 year, my interest will be almost equal to 74.5, but it will be less than 74.5. It will be less than this. Okay, this will be less than this. Okay, so what you will do? What you will do? Now, this is the principal. This is the principal. Okay. Now, 1% of this is how much? 1% of this is 12. 2% is 24, then 36, then 48, then 60, then 72. 6 percentage is equal to 72, which is close to this but less than this. My answer will be equal to 6 percentage. That's it. कुछ भी करने का जरूरत नहीं. Okay, if you are going for that difficult calculations, बहुत मुश्किल हो जाएगा आपको. Okay, but by chance, okay, if you are feeling that मेरे को ये चेक करना चाहिए, okay, if you are feeling that you are not confident with this method, मेरे को चेक करना चाहिए, तो चेक करके देख लो. Okay, if you are feeling that you are not confident, okay, you just check it. But the approach I will tell you, what you will do in 2 years, it is, what you say, the difference between this is 130, 148.32 for 2 years. So for 1 year, my interest will almost be equal to 74.16. It will be less than this, but it will be almost equal to this. Now 1% of this principal is 12. Okay, 2% is 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. 6% will be equal to 72. That means my answer should be 72, क्योंकि मेरे को almost 74 आ गया, but it should be less than 74.16. Correct? Okay, it should be less than 74.16. That is what I have to understand here. Right. Now, if you are feeling that ये सही है कि नहीं मेरे को देखना है, so let's see. First year, my interest is 6% on this, which is 72. Second year also it will be 72 plus 6% of this one, which is 1% will be equal to 0.72. 6% will be equal to 0.72.6. Okay, 6 sevens of 42. Okay, 4.2 हो जाएगा. All right, 12, 4.32. Right, next 72, 72, 144. 144 plus 4.32, it will be 148.32. That is the answer, 148.32. Check करने का जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, you need not check it, but somewhere if you feel that I should check it, तो आप check करके भी इसको you can verify it if it is right. Okay, so you can just go for the answer, which is 6 percentage. I hope everybody of you got this one. Let's go for the next question, guys. All right. Let's see if you guys are able to crack it. I will give you 30 seconds to do this one. All right. Now let's see. Now this one is also the same technique only. Okay, but here only thing is here period is asked. The number of years are asked. Right. So what I will do is I'll find out what is 7 percentage of this. Okay, this is the principle. I will find out what is 7 percentage of this, where 1 percentage is equal to 300. Okay, 1 percentage is 300. 7 percentage will be equal to 2100. Okay, now I will see what is the total interest I have to get. Okay, how many times I can multiply it almost so that it becomes this one. Okay, so that it becomes this one. Okay, I have to multiply it almost 2 times, because if I multiply it 2 times, it will become 4200, which is close to this one, because anyways the second year interest will be more than this only, right? Okay, इसीलिए ये हो जाएगा. So I need not go for that complicated calculations. मैं directly कर सकता हूँ. Okay, if you guys have doubt, you can just check it. Okay, first year it is 2100. Okay, second year it will be 2100 plus 7 percentage of this one. Okay, where 1 percentage is equal to how much? 21. So 7 percentage is equal to 147. Okay, so 4200 plus 147, 4347. That's it. That should be the answer for us. All right, so I hope everybody of you got this one. All right, next one, guys. What is the difference between the compound interest of rupees 50,000 for 1 year at 4% per annum, compounded half yearly, and compounded yearly and half yearly? Okay, compounded yearly and half yearly. All right, so I will do this for you. Let's see. Now, if I am finding 4 percentage of 5,000, okay, you take 30 seconds to solve this one. Just take 30 seconds to solve this one. All right, okay. All right, guys. So 4 percentage of 50,000, 1 percentage of 50,000, 5,000 is 50. So 4 percentage will be equal to how much? 200. Will be equal to 200. This is compounded yearly. Now, when it is compounded half yearly, That means for every half year I am calculating. That means my rate of interest will also become half, 2%. Okay. So first half year, what will happen? First half year, 2% of 50, it will be 50 plus, sorry, it will be 100. First half year, it will be 100. Okay. Now second half year, it will be 2% of 5,000, which is 100 plus 2% of 100, which is 2. Okay. Now overall it will become 200 and overall it will become 202. And what is the difference between this and this? 2 rupees. That is the answer. Okay. That is the answer. Very simple. Okay. Very simple it is. Next one. Okay. Now here, before I solve this question, I will tell you a concept. Okay. I will tell you a concept. Now understand this concept very well. It is a very important concept. ये use करके maximum questions यही से आते हैं. Okay. Maximum questions in compound interest and simple interest also, because here it is given difference between simple and compound interest annually on a certain sum. Okay. So this is a combination of simple and compound interest. तो maximum questions यही से आते हैं. Okay. So you just have to be good with this particular one. Okay. So this concept, you just listen to me. All right. So let's say I will take initially in terms of value. Uh, Let's say simple interest and compound interest. Um, Principal is 1,000 rupees. Okay, and rate of interest is 10%. Okay. Now, simple interest for the first year is equal to 10% of 1,000, which is 100. Second year also simple interest remains the same, it is 100. Third year also it remains the same, it is 100. Correct? Okay. Now compound interest, what happens is first year it will be 100 only. Second year 10% of 1,000, which is 100, plus 10% of this, which is 10. Third year 10% of 1,000, which is 100, plus 10% of this interest, which is 10. 10% of this interest, which is 10, and 10 percentage of this interest, which is 1. So here what is happening, it is becoming 300 and this is becoming 331. Okay, this is the concept basically what is happening in simple interest and compound interest. Okay, now this I will do it in terms of variables now. Okay, this I will do it in terms of variables. Okay, now what I will do is, instead of writing, okay, now here if the principal is P and the rate of interest, okay, is equal to 10 percentage. Okay, the rate of interest is equal to 10 percentage. Okay, so instead of writing as what you say 100 in terms of variable, I will write the interest for the first year is PR. Okay, the interest for the first year is PR. How am I able to write PR? Let's see. Okay, now principal is 1,000. Principal is 1,000. Okay, I am doing the calculation here, don't get confused. Principal is 1,000. Okay, now here R percentage, okay, R percentage is equal to 10 percentage. R percentage is equal to 10 percentage. When I remove percentage, okay, if I remove percentage, what will happen? How can I remove percentage? R will be equal to 10 by 100. R percentage is 10 percentage. If I want to remove percentage here, it is 10 by 100. Okay, so I will multiply R here, P into R, right? So 10 by 100, 100 cancel. 10 into 10 is equal to 100. Is it satisfied? Okay, is it satisfied? I am writing, instead of 100, I am writing here the simple interest as PR, where R is not R percentage. ये R percentage 10 percentage नहीं है. R is equal to 10 by 100. Okay, R is equal to 10 by 100. Okay, अभी ये representation में easy होगा ना, इसीलिए हम लोग कर रहे हैं. Okay, that's why we are doing. Otherwise, what I have to take here as a representation, P into R divide by 100 लेना पड़ेगा ना. Okay, P into R divide by 100 लेना पड़ेगा. Correct or not? Okay, so ये principal add करके rate of interest add करके multiply करके I have to take it as 100. Just for the representation, I am removing R percentage here and writing it this way. Correct? But always remember, this is not R percentage, it is R by 100. Okay, next one. Second year also it is PR only. Third year also it is PR only. Okay. Now, compound interest and simple interest are same in the first year. It is PR. Okay. Second year, what will happen? It is R percentage of P, which is PR plus R percentage of this, which is PR square. Okay. अभी आप पूछोगे ये PR square 10 आएगा क्या? Okay. This PR square will it be 10? Okay. Let's see. Now, P is 1000. P is 1000 into, okay, R is 10 by 100 whole square. R is 10 by 100 whole square. So this will become 1000 into 100 divided by 10000. ओके ये पूरा कट हो जाएगा ये दो यहाँ पे दो कट हो जाएगा एंड द आंसर विल बी 10. So instead of 10 I am representing it as PR square. Now third year what will happen? Third year it is interest on P, which is PR, plus interest on PR, which is PR square, plus interest on PR, which is PR square, plus interest on PR square, which is PR cube. Simple as that. Okay. Okay, here I'm not able to get this one. One second. Hold it. I will use another pen so that it's easy. Okay. Now, till here I got it. Till here I got it. Okay. Now, what I will do is I want to find out what is the difference between SI and CI for the first year. For the first year, the difference between SI and CI is zero. Okay, it is zero. For 2 years, not second year, for 2 years. Okay, SI is 2PR, SI is 2PR, and CI is 2PR plus PR square. Okay, and what is the difference here? This and this will get cut. And for the second year, the difference between SI and CI is PR square. आपको सिर्फ ये formula याद रखना है. Okay, you have to remember this formula. But I don't have a habit of just giving you the formula without giving the derivation. इसलिए मैंने ये सब आपके लिए किया है. All right. Next one. For 3 years, okay, it is 3PR. Okay, for 3 years. This one is PR, which is 3PR plus PR square, PR square, PR square. It is 3PR square plus PR cube. And what is the difference between them? These two will get cancelled and it is equal to 3PR square plus PR cube. Okay, 3PR square plus PR cube. Now what you need to remember, okay, what you need to remember, आप इसको एक बार screenshot लेना चाहते हो तो ले लो. If you want to write it, I will give you 1 minute. Please write it quickly. उसके बाद हम लोग 3-4 क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करके we will wind it up. Okay, these are very important questions. Okay, don't lose your motivation. Okay, आपको पूरा समझ में नहीं आया तो भी ठीक है. Watch it once again later on. Okay, you just watch it once again later on. Don't leave it just like that. All right. Okay, so this particular thing you just write it down. ये आप लोग लिखो. उसके बाद difference between these two is zero. For 2 years, it is 2PR. For 2 years, this is 2PR plus PR square, and difference is PR square. For 3 years, it is 3PR. For 3 years, this is 3PR plus 3PR square plus PR cube. Okay, and the difference is 3PR square plus PR cube. That is a difference, right? So what I need to understand is difference between SI and CI for 1 year is zero. For 2 years, it is PR square, and for 3 years, it is 3PR square plus PR cube. Okay, that is a difference. Okay, and once I know this, the questions will become very easy for me. Okay, so now the difference between SI and CI compounded annually uh, on certain sum of money for 2 years is 4%. Let's, whenever they are saying difference between SI and CI and for 2 years it is how much? PR square. The difference between SI and CI is PR square. Okay, and they are saying that the difference is how much it seems. It is equal to 1 rupee it seems. The difference between PR square is 1 rupee it seems. Now in this, principal is not given. Okay, but here our percentage is given as 4 percentage. Our percentage is given as 4 percentage, but this is not our percentage, this is r is equal to 4 by 100. R is equal to 4 by 100, so 4 by 100 whole square is equal to 1. So P into 16 divided by 10000 is equal to 1. So P is divided by 16. That should be the answer. uh, हम लोगों ने सब कुछ सही किया है ना? Okay. In fact, what I can do is, instead of doing this, मैं यहीं पे इसको 1 by 25 कर सकता हूँ ना? 1 by 25 and square will be equal to 625. So finally P will be equal to 625. Finally it will be equal to 625. Right? Okay. I can just cut it here only and do it. Unnecessarily उसको फिर से हम लोग expand करके जरूरी नहीं है ना? Alright, so let's go for the next question. Let's see if you guys can solve this one. Here they are asking you what is a simple interest and compound interest difference. Okay, there they have given the difference as 1. Here you need to find out. But here one twist they have given is 10% per annum reckoned half yearly. Matlab it is 10% per annum only, but it is reckoned half yearly. Matlab half yearly it is compounded. Half yearly agar ye compound hua to kya hoga? So what you will do is, difference between SI and CI for 1 year is actually 0. For 1 year is 0, but because it is reckoned half yearly, that means I have to calculate it as 2 half years. Okay, I have to calculate it as 2 half years. Instead of saying that it is 1 year, I can say it is 2 half years. That means it is compounding twice. It is compounding twice. Okay, तो इसको हमें formula कैसे लेना है? I have to take it as 2 years. Okay, so the difference between SI and CI for two compounds is equal to PR square. Okay, it is equal to PR square. Okay, and here the principal is 1200 and our percentage is equal to 10 percentage for 1 year, but because I am taking it as half year only, it is 5 percentage. Okay, अगर हमने उसको 1 year को 2 year बनाया है, if I have made 1 year as 2 years, that means interest also will become half. Okay, I am satisfying that one. R will be equal to 5 by 100. So this will be equal to 5 by 100 whole square. So इसको यहीं पे cancel कर सकते हैं हम लोग, is equal to how much, right? So this will be equal to 1 by 20 square. So 1200 divided by 20 square is 400. Okay, which is equal to 3. That is the difference between simple and interest and compound interest. Okay, on 1200 reckoned half yearly. All right, so last question here, guys. Last question, let's see. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute, as I have promised. Okay, I am completing my session within 1.5 hour only. शायद 1-2 मिनट ज़्यादा लेगा. That's it. What is the rate of interest? Okay, what is the rate of interest? Difference between SI and CI for 3 years is 366 and for 2 years it is 120. Then what is the rate of interest? Okay. Now the moment they say difference between SI and CI for 3 years, okay. All right. I'll give you 1 minute. You try to do it. After that, I will solve this. All right. Okay. Let's see. Now, difference between SI and CI for 3 years is 3PR square plus PR cube. Okay. And that is given as 366. And difference between SI and CI for 2 years is given as 120, which is PR square is equal to 120. Now, I know that PR square is 120. Can I substitute it here? I can substitute it here. I can say 3 into 120 plus PR cube is equal to 366. Okay. So I can say PR cube is equal to 6 here, because 366 minus 360 is 6. Now here I can write this as PR cube. I can write it as PR square into R is equal to 6. And PR square is how much? 120. So R is equal to 6 divided by 120. 6 divided by 120, and R is equal to 1 by 20. 1 by 20. Now R is 1 by 20. R percentage is 1 by 20 into 100, because मेरे को rate of interest चाहिए. I want the rate of interest, which is R percentage. So this is 5%. So the answer is, here is 5%. Rate of interest is 5%. That should be the answer, guys. Okay. All right. So I hope everybody of you understood this session. Okay. Anywhere you feel that you have not understood anything, okay, so you can just watch the video once again. Okay. Can you please let me know, guys, that if you have understood the session today? Very few students are left out after. Have you guys understood the whole session? Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Fine. All right. Okay, guys. Very nice. Okay. So we can just end this session here, and we'll meet in the next session whenever it is possible. Thank you so much.